Go ahead and show these guys right here. This is Oz Fox and Michael Sweet from STRYPER. Go ahead and say hello to our Austin crowd out there, guys.
How's it going?
All right. First of all, I wanted to ask you guys a couple of questions. I know we haven't got very much time because you guys are pretty much getting ready to go on stage. The band itself, STRYPER, I wanted to find out, where is the whole band from originally? Where's the band? Where are you guys from?
Well, we're originally from Southern California.
Just Southern California in general?
Yeah.
Right outside of LA, suburbs of LA.
Okay.
In Whittier, La Mirada, live in Alcaloma now, and Buena Park.
All right. And I wanted to find out about the name STRYPER. I know it has a certain significance of how you guys got the name. You want to kind of explain about that? Maybe?
Well, the name STRYPER stands for salvation through redemption, yielding peace, encouragement, and righteousness. The stripes signify Isaiah 53:5, which if you look up it says, by his stripes you are healed, referring to Christ being crucified and the torture that he went through for the world. The yellow and black signifies caution colors, warning colors, that STRYPER's coming with the message that we have. And that's about it.
All right. So the STRYPER right now has 4 albums today, am I correct? 4? Yeah. And this is your 4th one. It's entitled In God We Trust. And matter of fact, we're fixing to show the Always There For You video any second now, so stay tuned for that. I wanted to also ask you, what kind of a message are you guys want to present to your fans out there? You got a certain message that you want to get across to your fans out there?
Well, basically just to let everyone know that you can be a Christian and you can still have a lot of fun. There's not a bunch of rules or anything like that, or anything that's a turn off at all. In fact, it's anything but a turn off. It's really cool, and a lot of good things have happened.
All right. So. Great. Another thing I wanted to find out about Michael Sweet here, your vocal technique. Myself, I'm a vocalist. A lot of people around here know my band. We play a lot, and I wanted to find out, how do you keep your voice in strength? You've got one of the most unique voices as far as melodic, good, strong, high-end, so to speak, and we're real interested. How do you keep in shape?
I don't really. As a matter of fact, today and tonight, I'm really going through some trouble, so I hope I can pull it off.
I notice a lot of people. A lot of people.
No, really, my voice is hurting today.
Do you ever take anything, like a lot of people say you gargle with aloe vera juice, or swallow bee pollen or honey or whiskey and all that, all wives' tales?
I have these lozenges that I suck on. I hate to use that phrase, but anyways, they're slippery elm, and they really make my voice.
What really helps the best is when you shoot a game of pool.
Yeah.
And,
yeah, we'll probably do some pool shooting here in a little bit.
But stuff like hot tea and stuff like that, it doesn't
really work, huh? That's just old wives' tales.
I don't even warm up. I guess I should, so I'm kind of sticking my foot in my mouth by saying that I don't, but I don't. And I'm sure if I were to warm up, I'd probably last a lot longer out on the road.
Well, you've been compared to as one of the hottest vocalists in the business as of right now. A lot of people that I'm associated with, everybody's STRYPER's vocalist. The guy is the baddest. These.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's news to me, man.
Well, no, really, seriously. A lot of people out there really admire your vocal technique.
Oh, great. I'm happy to hear that.
All right. Another thing I wanted to say is we just got done doing we did a benefit concert here recently over the weekend. It was 35 hours long. It was we got in the Guinness Book of World Records as one of the longest performances by so many amount of groups, and it was a Rock Against Drugs benefit that we did. I was wondering, do you have any message about drugs out there to kids? I mean, something you want to say to...
Drugs are bad.
Yeah. That's it, huh?
No,
just say no. Just say no.
No, we've had a lot of experiences with drugs ourselves when we were younger, before we were Christians, and it just doesn't get you anywhere. It's a waste of your time. It can kill you, So we encourage everyone to just stay away from any kind of drug.
Plus, I imagine with the kind of performance that you guys do every single night in a different city, it's really hard to actually do drugs and get up there and perform the way you do. I mean, you have to have your nightly sleep, you have to have your rest and all that.
Yeah, the thing about drugs is when you do drugs, you do have fun, for a while. I know when I used to do drugs, when I used to drink, I had a lot of fun doing it. But the problem with it is it gets worse and worse, and then it becomes a horror. It becomes a hell. And it kind of takes over your body. You're in a lot worse shape, as far as health. And drugs are just bad news, and they lead you to an early death. And that's it.
All right. Also, I wanted to ask about influences. Like when you were growing up, did you have any influences you kind of like idolized and said, I wanted to be like so and so, or how do you both have any influences?
Eddie Van Halen and Dennis DeYoung.
From Styx.
No,
I'm kidding.
Kind of true on the Eddie Van Halen, but
No, we've all had different influences.
Yeah, all of us are different. So it's like, I guess when you were real little.
When I was really little, gosh, I had just my mom and dad and like Elvis Presley and stuff. Like when I got older, like in my teens, Van Halen, Queen, groups like that.
Did you guys play in some copy bands running around, and stuff like that? Did you guys play in copy bands at first before you actually got together as Stryper and stuff like that?
Yeah, we did.
Did high school gigs, the whole deal, huh? All right, great. There's another thing I want to ask. What's your plans as far as after this tour? You're going to go back in the studio, do an album? Do you have any idea about what's going on?
We're going to cut our hair and join the service.
Robert, he wants to. Robert wants to like tour, go overseas and then come back into a whole nother United States. But I'm real anxious to go in the studio.
Really? Yeah. And Robert, that's your brother, right?
Yeah.
You two are brothers.
He's like a tour maniac, man, which is cool. But I'm just like totally anxious to go in the studio, man, and do our next album.
Speaking of touring, are you guys having a lot of fun on this tour? How's it going with this tour?
Great so far.
Yeah. You're in the middle of it, first leg of it. Where are you guys at?
Third leg of it.
Third leg of the tour.
The end of the last leg of the United States tour.
Then where are you guys going? You going out of the country?
Yeah.
Europe, Japan. What kind of plans you got?
Australia.
Australia.
New Zealand.
Yeah.
All right, must
Alaska,
be fun.
We're going to Alaska, which isn't out of the country, but we're the first time in Alaska.
It feels like you're out of the country when you're up there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I really appreciate you guys coming by. Once again, I got Michael Sweet over here with Rockline TV and Oz Fox, a guitar player. And this is the band STRYPER. We're going to go ahead and roll into some video. I'm going to show a couple of STRYPER videos. We'll go ahead and show this one first. This one is Always There For You. Where did you guys shoot this at? I understand I heard a rumor this was shot in the same airport hangar as Michael Jackson hangs out in. Is that true?
Yeah. He did
That's what I heard.
He did.
Dirty Diana.
Yeah.
He did that in that.
Yeah. It's the same place where the Spruce Goose, I don't know if you've ever heard it, but it's the biggest airplane in the world.
Howard Hughes.
Howard Hughes made it, yeah. That's where they used to hold this airplane. So.
Well, I noticed you guys have got very good production on this video. You got a helicopter bringing you guys to the show. I mean, it looks great. I love this video. Why don't we go ahead and show it? Once again, I got some members of the band STRYPER. This is Rockline TV, Carlos Carrera. Stay tuned. We got some rock and roll. We got an interview with Jet Boy coming up, and we've got some Crocus interview stuff coming up. So stick around, check it out. This is the band STRYPER. Say goodbye, guys.
All right. Bye-bye.